And this why here, ladies and gentlemen, is I should response when somebody come to you about really anybody. It doesn't have to be Charlie Kirk, but politics period. It depends where you are, especially if you're at work. This is how you should response. And that's why this video, and then I give my take on that situation.
Bro, let me tell you. So I'm at work, right? And this guy comes up and he's like, "Hey, man, did you hear about the assassination of Charlie Kirk?" He starts saying how it's a tragedy, this, that, and the third. And I don't really say too much about it. I was like, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand. He was saying, like, it's a shame that, somebody who was just such a great leader and somebody, who was out here trying to lead the Christian way, like they're just being murdered and slaughtered. And it's a horrible thing. So I simply say, yeah, I can understand how you might feel that way. So the guy gets upset and he was like, "I feel like you don't care that a good man has died today." And I was like, "I thought he died the other day." So he was like, "You know what I mean." And I explained to the man, I said, "Listen, I can honestly say I can imagine what it's like to feel like to lose someone who do you think is a great social injustice warrior for your people." I told him when those people assassinated MLK, like the black community was in shambles. When the FBI murdered Fred Hampton in his drawers while laying next to his baby mama, his pregnant baby mama, when he didn't do nothing, I understand the feeling. The fact that your social justice leader was taken out by gang violence is a tragic feat. And I told him, I pray that when he gets to the afterlife, whether that be heaven or whatever you would like to call it, I pray that he is judged accordingly to his works, despite the fact that, he got caught up in a gang war. Well, man proceeds to tell me he see what I did there and it's not funny. And I asked him, I was like, "Bro, what's funny about showing concern and understanding, like, general compassion for people?" And I tried to explain. I was like, "Bro, like, no offense, I feel like we're both competent people. Like, we're not heartless. So if somebody dies in front of, their children and their wife, like, we think that's a tragic thing. Not only did somebody lose their life, but people are going to be stuck in therapy for years. Like, I'm not trying to antagonize the dead or anything like that. Like, I am just simply stating facts about the manner in which he died." I explained to him, I was like, "Yo, did I not convey that I connected with your sympathy and I understand what it must feel like to have one of your social justice warriors taken away from you?" But I guess he didn't understand what we had common ground. I mean, I don't know. Give me some suggestions of what I should have said instead.
Yeah, I got you, brother. And by the way, we look just alike. Are we related? You should have said nothing. Like me, I'm in a lot of people who I know are real my guy people. And, whenever they're having the moments or whatever, sometimes they will come up to me. They be excited to tell me about who they met, or they will show me pictures or whatever. And I'm like, okay, man, that's cool. Because kind of like what you're saying, I understand how much that person may mean to you. And I understand your excitements. On the flip side, I understand if you feel bad. Because, like, if I'm at Obama, I'll be excited. When Michael Jackson died, I was really sad. So I understand how people feel. But I know when somebody's trying to, like, test me, trying to bait me, and especially if I'm at work, like, I don't have to, like, this is not the time for me to go in and, well, gentlemen, what you should have said, less is more. You should have said a lot of less. He was kept asking you questions and stuff. You should have just said, excuse me. You should have just said less. Keep it neutral, keep it as positive as you can, and keep it short. Or you could have just said, "No, I haven't heard." And if they keep pushing you, showing you the video, be like, "Yeah, that's awful." My favorite answer is, I'm not really into politics like that. That's what I normally say. And I'm not really into politics like that. That's actually the best answer, really.